Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. I think it worked right now. Just a general audio check right now. So to see if we could. I have to. So yeah, we are back with high. Oh no, sorry, my mistake. Mid gear tonight for France, round 4 of the championship in season 2, as we are in the southern part of France at the Circuit Paul Ricard for the 4th round, and as I have somebody with me tonight to help me.
Yeah. Hi guys. Could be a good race tonight. It was a pretty entertaining race yesterday at low gear. See what happens tonight.
Yeah, as we see, I think it's Rauchens. Oh, I had a name last week of him, but I forgot it. So someone in the comments needs to tell me. Just put on the telemetry right now. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Oh wait, what is happening? I want the telemetry. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I think it's. We see some Rotzilla in the chat for the Romanians and Shaki Boy. And some deck. We do have to say, I think Mirko, our championship leader, is not here. He unfortunately couldn't join us. He had some problems with his connection, I think, if I'm correct. So we'll just have a. We might see Shix take the lead of the championship, or someone else, of course. Because Shix is right now in P2 in the championship, 11 points behind. And we will have to see if we can.
And that'll mean there's a lot riding on Yarman's today, being the solo Williams driver, and they're leading the championship at the moment.
In the constructors, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I need to almost click back. I need to turn down my volume. Just some quick settings. There we go. So I can read the comments as well of you. And Colin is back as well. Wanting to get points for the Ferrari. Myself as well, because I'm a Ferrari driver, so. But I can't be too biased. Which team are you driving, actually?
Sorry, say that again?
Which team are you driving for?
Aston Martin, so hoping that Mauro will get a nice
Mauro is
result
the
here.
only Aston Martin right now.
Yeah.
So
I
see.
think we just got a few on flying laps now.
Yeah, I think Flying Boy Val is put on the purple. No. Yeah, your means. We will just look at the first one, which is Rauchens right now. Great track. Nah, great. I think it's better for the interaction wise and penalty wise than Austria was last week. But in Austria last week we had some great racing with the 3 DRS zone, so I'm not sure how this will work. As we see a Red Bull going slow, it's Haas in front.
Yeah, and I think it's quite a nice one to overtake on that long straight, but it can be hard to follow through some of the corners or get an overtake further on into the lap.
Yeah, I heard some, and we got some tire problems as well. As we see Rauchens getting the first lap in, as we see, I think it's Jameen's on the next. There he goes into P1 right now. As we will look to Flyboy Val pulls into P1. And we see a next one, which is one of the AlphaTauris. Oh no, he starts his lap. We look on board with Shaq. Shaq is coming around in the last sector. See some guys trying to go out of the way.
Oh, and Rick spun.
Has he actually spun?
Sector 3.
Oh
yeah.
no. As we see Kron into P4. Evil Master, he's back from his, I think his race bands. No, was it a race band? I'm not sure actually. He's reserving tonight. He had a full seat last season. He was allowed back in to try and test and improve his racing, and it will be exciting to see him in the McLaren. Shaq is closely following behind, as we see. I don't know what Shaq is doing actually. I think we got Haas, yeah. Is it actually easy to invalidate your lap, or is it?
There's a few corners where you can get invalidations. I guess the first chicane, if you try and take too much curb,
Oh yeah.
and it's easy to run wide out of that chicane. And then it's just a few little corners where you can just exceed. It's usually on the exits, I think, where you can just exceed track limits because the curbs are quite low, so you kind of use a lot of them anyway.
Yeah, yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I haven't practiced it yet. Maybe bad sign, but I see go on deck, get a win like Lewis will this weekend. So we see some Lewis Hamilton fans in the comments, as we see Deck actually going into P1. 2 tenths quicker than Lauren P2, who I think is set a lap as well. So you see one of the Mercedes guys, it's Igual, into the DRS. He will go
And
into...
Igual is going to cross the line into 9th.
Yeah, we see only Boris on the mediums right now. So we see Rick, he invalidated his lap. I think Richie's on his out lap. Almost. I'm not sure who Ratzila's talking about. Could be Rick spinning, of course. We'll watch an onboard lap of Richie. To turn 1, followed by turn 2.
Oh,
on the mediums, as you
Lau's
can
spun
see.
very slowly, just trying to get out of the way.
Oh, I hope he doesn't touch the Red Bull there. No. Into the sector 1. What will his first sector time be? It's a 22.9, and it is quite a fast sector time, I think, for the mediums.
Considering it's been going on for 8 minutes, there's not many people who have done multiple laps so far. Just the one lap.
Yeah,
Most people.
I think on the slow and out and in lap, this track feels very long.
Yeah.
It's
I guess that back straight takes a while if you're cruising down there.
It's a long circuit, and if you go fast, yeah, you go quick. But if you slow down to save tires or fuel on an out lap, it can be very difficult. As you see, Richie struggling. Oh, just keeps it in.
And a good point from Rosilla in the chat. Down to 12th, all the actual times were all within 1 second of the leader, so it could get tight as the track ramps up towards the end of the session.
Yeah, as you see Richie coming down. Oh, we see, I think it's back spinning. Did he actually? Oh yeah. See Richie going into P14 at the moment, the slowest, but he is on the medium, so he could of course try again for the softs. The question is, do you want to be on the softs?
Yeah, yesterday it seemed quite hard to make the tyres last. Really high levels of degradation yesterday.
Yeah, I saw some comments in the Ferrari chat saying tire wear is the biggest problem, I think, around this track. So
yeah, it's a tough one to get right with the strategy and the hards were a lot slower than the softs, more so than I've felt at other tracks. So the strategy could become quite interesting in this one.
yeah, but the question is, do you want to risk going onto the softs but get a lot of tire degradation, or do you want to play the long game and go on the hards?
Yeah, I think obviously it looks like a lot of people will be starting on the soft, so whether they try and look after those tyres and take them long and eke it out and get onto the mediums or the hards for the one stop, or will they go for a two stop and just really fly around each lap?
Yeah, interesting. I think that's France provides some interesting tire strategies, which Austria didn't really have, or some tracks didn't really have, because one stop is easily possible. So interesting to see. As we see, Bakker is the next one. We have been following him right now. He will be going. I would want to check his sector times. It is quick, so we will see where he will end up. It is P13 at the moment. I have to look at one of the avatars.
Also on a flyer here, he's 2 temps up in the first sector.
Ooh, Flying Boy Foul goes into P1. I just catch that. I think it's one of the avatars. Oh, no, Alpines actually. Kron is on an out lap. Is Even Masters on the flying lap, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's 2 temps up through the first 2 sectors, I think.
So we'll see what he can do. He's the next to cross the line. Looks like he has a beautiful helmet actually. Quite colorful.
That's a nice one.
He's really on pace compared.
Yeah, good exit through there as well. Keeping it tight to the line.
Into pole position. Wow.
By over a tenth.
It's really impressive. Yeah. 29.8. That's a good lap compared to yeah, all the others right now on track. As we see, I think it's Bakker going in, so it must be one of the Alpines. No, Marco's on an out lap. Lars 1/10 quicker right now. Oh, I think we see someone spun in. Oh, yeah, means on his flying lap. That's not.
And Deck, who had been on provisional pole for a while, he's a tenth up on his own time through the first sector, so he's looking like he's got more pace.
Track is getting more grip every minute, so as we see Lar going, will he get pole position right now? No, he can't. He did improve his time, but not enough. As we will see, one of the, I think it's Boris just set his lap, but it was a longer lap. As we see Mauro starting his lap, then we will look on board to firstly Haas. Where's Haas? Oh, he's on an out lap, so we will watch Deck at the moment in the last sector. 3/10 up. Where will he? He could be on for pole position right now.
Yeah, it's going to be tight with him and Evil Master. It's all on this exit now.
See, into P1.
He's done it.
2/10. That's a quick lap compared to taking a big step up to the other guys. As we see, Laura and Flying Boy. He was a champion in low gear, of course, last year. As we see Haas, I think he spun. As we see one of the Richie starting another lap on the mediums. Interesting. Interesting strategy.
Yeah, he clearly wants to try and start on the mediums then.
Yeah, the question is, if you don't improve, do you want to start P15 or do you maybe want to start higher up?
Yeah, exactly.
He is improving though. As we see, I think it's one of the... Is Boris going? No, he's into the pits. Marcos just finished his lap into P5. We see one of the... I think it's Rick starting his lap, so we need to keep an eye out on that. As we see Mauro... Oh, he's into the pits. 6 is on an out lap.
Evil Master's just featured in the YouTube chat saying he's got to go faster. If he wants pole, he definitely will need to.
Well, you can, if you can get a pole position and maybe even try and win this race, they will definitely maybe look at giving you a permanent seat again. Because with the luck you had last year, you deserve to get a good result. I don't know, I'm not sure if you got a podium actually last year. But, Shaq, he did put a lap, but he almost put the same lap. As you see, I think it's one of the Williams.
Oh, he's run wide at the first corner as well.
Richie into P15 again. He did improve, but still 6/10 behind Rick. As you see, Rick is also on a lap. And one of the Mercedes guys, I think it's Chrono and out lap. Yeah. So we will follow Rick through the last section.
Yeah, and he's about 6 to 7 temps up, I think, through the first 2 sectors on his time.
Oh. He will maybe even get 1 second of his time. If he did a good last sector, of course. He goes into P6, there he goes. 1.2 seconds faster than his previous time. AlphaTauris are doing great as well. By the way, I haven't asked, but is the audio okay? Because if it isn't, you need to tell us. You can try and fix it. I don't know what Yamin is doing right now. No, he's on the outlet. I see 6, man. I have to follow 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. There he is. Ooh, that wasn't the best of the exits, I think. I just got that. Into... Ooh, still P6. Look how close it from 5th to, I think, 7th.
Yeah, it's really tight. Deck's still in the pits here. Evil Master's back out. So there's going to be a few late laps going in, I think, from the top 5.
Yeah, very late. Oh!
And Huss is out.
I think he retired in the pits, if I'm correct.
So he'll have free choice of tyres for the race, though, so it might be a strategy advantage for him.
Must be, I think. Oh, Marco actually retired as well. I think
and
in the pits.
He had been in the pits, yeah, so...
Oh, Maro has spun. Not sure actually what he did. Oh, Shaq retired as well. You see some retirements, people... Yeah, if you don't have the time, of course, you can stay in the pits, but you can also retire from the session. As Deck does the same, so Deck won't be going out, and Evil Master is still on his outlap. So it will be interesting to see.
Deck thinks he's done enough then for that pole. Let's see what Evil Master's got to say about it.
See a lot of yellow flags actually. It's messing up my time. We still have 50 seconds left. Alright, so we will give a quick onboard of Evil Master. So I think it's... No, deze avatars are both on the outlap, so we'll give a look at Evil Master. I think both of the Mercedes are actually... Are they on the fast lap? Oh, Evil Master invalidates his time. I'm not sure if he does... If he has enough time. No, he doesn't. So Evil Master won't improve.
And Yarmeens has put himself up to 3rd there.
Oh, he just finished the lap. Oh, that's a great result. We still have to wait for the AlphaTauris and Kron, I think. Was Equals first? No, he invalidated. So we'll have to watch.
Flying Boy Val is 1 tenth up through the first sector. So he's really going for it here.
I think Kron has given up, yeah.
And so Lau's 2.5 tenths up in the first sector.
Bakker is finished.
But he's invalidated.
Yeah, but he was still on his outlap, so I think he miscalculated it. Bit of a mistake. Oh, Lara is invalidated and Flying Boy Val is still the only one on the lap, I think it is. Or no? Oh, it's Lara actually. Nee? Who is it? There he is.
Flying Boy Val's on the...
Yeah.
He's 2 tenths up through the first 2 sectors.
So we will see who is... Even Master retired from the session, that's no problem. He is the last on the lap. Or Mauro maybe got... No, he didn't. He did improve to P15. So we see Flying Boy Val into pole position.
And he's done it.
On the last lap.
Only just to Deck. Very close between those two. What a lap at the end.
Unbelievable. So close. And Deck did think it was enough, but there we got one of the AlphaTauris who got a great result last week as well. Interesting.
He left that very late, but it seems to have really worked from there, Flying Boy Val.
Yeah, with all of the other guys retiring or invalidating. Don't think that's a bad result, as we see Bumblebee saying I can't race, I'm feeling miserable, so sick. Hope you hope you recover well and can race next week. As I saw, and Becker tells me, sorry, Ferrari fans was stuck in the pit lane for another stint. Yeah, Ferrari at the back. That's not what I want to see, but the race still has to start, so no problems there. I think I see mid-gear chat. I see Laura putting a question with why and then adding your means, so maybe something happened there. As we see the final results, we see Flying Boy Val and Deck on the front row, followed by Evil Master and Yamins. On the second row, we got Boris in P5, Laura in P6, Marco in P7, Shix P8. We got Alwaysrick in P9, Kron in P10, and with the free tire choice in P11, Shaq Attack only 8 tenths behind pole position, so not that much. We got Eekbau in the Mercedes in P12, Haas P13, Rauchins P14, Maro in P15, and both Ferraris at the back on the mediums in P16 and 17. Interesting lineup.
Yes, I wonder if the Ferraris will try and drag each other through.
I see Rodzilla saying rain at the end, so I will have a quick look at the test weather. No, we actually got rain at the middle of the race. It says 30 minutes in we got light rain, and then after that it gets cloudy again, so could we see the intermediates maybe starting on the hards?
So yeah, that could be what the Ferraris have done then. Try and go long on the first stint and not pit before the rain comes.
Rain
So
after
obviously a lot of the runners are on softs here.
Yeah, if you're on softs, you will have to make another pit stop before 30 minutes, because I don't think that's like 15, 16 laps and you can pull that off.
Yeah, I think it was about between 10 and 12 laps the softs were lasting yesterday, but they were really worn by the end of that.
Yeah, but it will be very irritating if you have to box, because what will you do with the strategy? Do you go for another softs and hoping that the rain is enough to go to the inters, or because the rain could also
really
be
throwing a spanner in the works, isn't it, for them?
Yeah, I need to put all my test systems up again. No, not stops. I want a tire. There we go.
So the top 10 are all on softs. Then 11th to 15th mediums, and the two Ferraris have gone on the hards. So they're going to be trying to go very long here.
Have they listened to maybe our prediction? As we see,
if the strategy goes wrong, we'll have to say it wasn't our fault.
You made the decision, we didn't. We just gave our opinions. I think Shix is spun, so he's at the back right now. I don't know what Maro actually is doing. He's just creating a bit of a gap to P14 car. Rauchins.
Yeah, and Dex leaving a big gap to Flying Boy Val in first.
He's pulling a bit of a Hamilton right now.
Yeah, maybe some gamesmanship going on.
Ironically in the Red Bull.
Yes.
Or Val just pushing his tires, maybe. I'm not sure if he wants to do that. And his temperature will be going down pretty quickly, actually.
Yeah, he's going to be waiting quite a while for Sheiks and the Ferraris to pull up. Obviously, Sheiks will take his normal position.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's happening with the test system right now. It's a bit well, maybe it's because I'm on the formation lap. No, it doesn't have to wait that long. I see deck is closing up already. Waiting for the last cars. I think the last car has arrived. No, yeah, there we go. Wait for Shix. See, well, I have a promise to do, so we will see what's happening. As we got waiting for the lights. Can I get a good view? No, I can't. We got 5 red lights. Okay, let's go. There we go. We got the fly. What? Yeah, we got a good view. Deck at a great start. Evil Master as well, as we will try and see something behind. Oh, I see one of the Alfa Romeos, I think. Lost out a bit. Always Rick losing out, as we will give a quick view to the front.
Oh, I see
contact. Yeah, yeah.
Between Equal and Rauchens, was that? Or
no, Haas broken his wing.
Oh, was it Hust?
Ooh,
struggling to see what was happening. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He got damage.
Yeah, he's missed. Oh,
we lost Richie. Oh no.
And he just? I'm guessing he's just fired up those tyres on the straight and lost the back end, does he?
I think he caught it in the background. I saw him spinning off.
That's the trouble with those hards, is it's hard to get them up to temp.
I've never seen Richie actually making a lot of mistakes. I know he's very clean on his driving, so I'm a bit surprised to see that. So you see Laura and Shix, I think, battling. No? Well, yeah. Around the outside, Shix.
So Flying Boy Val had a difficult start there. He's dropped back down to 4th.
Yeah. Losing a lot of positions. Maybe he can try and make it up on the... And I think he's under attack from Boris as well.
Yeah, Boris just using a bit of ERS now. Not too much. I think he's probably going to try and save it for the long straight.
Yeah, so the Flying Boy was struggling after the first lap. So you see Bakker did move up a lot of places into P12. He's ahead of always Rick. They started 7 positions apart from each other, so Rick didn't have the best start as well. Oh, as you see Shaq spinning, yeah, but he's on the way again. We see some weaving going on the straights.
Now for Bakker, if he can keep with Rauchens in front of him, that could be really good for DRS in the next laps.
Ooh, side by side, yeah.
Running quite high for a hard runner.
Yeah, and if the rain does come at the end, he is in a very good position.
Yeah, exactly.
See a lot of battling going on, so I will follow on board with Marco for a moment just to see the 2 guys ahead. Shix and Laura going at it. We need to keep an eye on the front 3 at the moment, but they are not that close behind.
And I think we'll start to see some overtakes going in because DRS will be activated this next lap.
Yep. So we have a quick look at. I think it's Evil Master following in the slipstream, setting the fastest lap. He will not go for the move, of course. Just wait for the DRS on the back straight. He is close behind. Will we see some mind games from letting Evil past to gain DRS? I had that once happen in another league, and it really caught me off guard if someone just brakes to get the DRS, because I'm just following behind and then you hit him from the back. As we see Evil Master going into P1 at the moment. The McLaren is leading on his first return in Season 2.
And Bakker's making a move for 11th position here into the chicane.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and clean.
Caught in the background as we see Deck and Evil almost going bumping into each other. Don't try it on the inside. Watch out for your front wing.
Oh, that's very close.
They're really going at it. Oh, as we see Yamin's. Oh, Deck.
Great racing up front here.
Watch out for your, just don't touch. Let's keep going. Oh, that's a bit of a short line, you means. You can't cut the corner. But we will see Deck going for it. In the DRS and the slipstream. In lap 4, and we see Boris overtaking Flyboy Val as well. Did I see some retirement? No.
No, no retirement still, apart from Richie.
Yeah. I think Rick overtook Rauchens, looks like. So close bet on the front, but Boris is closing in. Same for Flying Bovel, Shix, Lore, all in the earth of each other. Followed by Kron and Equal. Equal is the first on the mediums. And he's
Yeah, we've
still...
got a very big DRS train coming behind Boris now.
Yeah, as we see Evil Master under attack from Yamin's. Yamin's on the inside. No, he doesn't try a move there.
The top 10 are incredibly close at the moment.
Yeah, Flying Boy... No, Boris got a penalty. As we see Shix close behind. It's unbelievable. In my shot it looks like... Oh, it looked like a safety car with all these cars close behind. It's amazing.
Exactly, yeah. If anyone makes a mistake, then it could end up losing lots of positions in one go.
As we see Shix on the inside. Flying Boy Val tries to move back with the outside. Maybe has more traction side by side. Oh,
he's just struggling in this phase of the race, isn't he, at the moment, Flying Boy Val, after...
yeah, his pace on the mediums.
Qualifying.
Yeah, his pace on the mediums in the race is not that great at the moment. He's still, of course, not that far behind the top cars, but still, I don't think this is the start he wanted to see. So you see Maro getting a penalty at the back. I think he spun. I saw that in the corner of my eye at the back. So he's gone to another set of soft. So
we just had Richie on the chat saying he just got on the LOS too soon. Oh, and Flying Boy Val into the barrier.
Where can we get a quick view from that? Where did he go into the barrier? Oh, there he went. The question. Oh,
yeah.
and we need to watch out because it's a safety car, and a lot of guys are. We're very close to each other.
It's a strange place. I don't know if there was. There must have been a bit of contact.
Yeah, I saw some two overtaking, and then he DNF'd. So not sure what's happening actually. I see Marco and Shix switching places under the safety car, but this is the ultimate opportunity, of course, for the soft runners to get the pit stop in and go to these softs or hard tires.
Yeah, I imagine we'll see a lot of people pit possibly here. It's quite tough because obviously it's so tight at the front, there's no gaps at all. So you don't want to pit if your teammate in front of you pits, otherwise you're going to lose out a lot of positions.
Yeah, that will be, if you look at the two Alpine cars. Oh!
Yeah, and there's Mercedes as well.
Shix almost hit the back of Marco under the safety car. You don't want to do that.
First pitters, Deck. Oh, top 4 have pitted.
Lauren to the pits, Marco to the pits. Oh, Shix, watch out. Almost tried to overtake. Ooh, Bakker speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, speeding in the pit lane. I'm really disappointed with that one. It comes across quite fast, that line.
Yeah, I think it was it on the earlier games you had the different pit exit and you had more time to brake, but now you're coming out of a corner, so
exactly.
You see Equal and Rauchens, the only ones continuing so far. Everyone else has gone into the pit. You see Rick on the softs again.
Shig's onto hards, so he's trying to go long, and so is Boris.
Yeah.
And then obviously Equal and Rauchens stayed out. Equal I think had to because Kron pitted.
Yeah, and we lost Maro in sector 3. I can't get a look on it. But it's a bit of a, if you crash under the safety car, I've spun once under the safety car, but crashing under the safety car on such a wide track isn't. Yeah, don't know what to say about that. Maybe something else happened, or he lost control, or maybe his controller disconnected. I'm not sure, or if maybe he isn't on the controller, or just on a wheel, and lost it out of the corner.
I think it's been helpful for Huss this, because obviously with his early incident, he was way off the back of the pack, and now he'll be able to rejoin the racing, but obviously on 4-lap old hards now.
Yeah, and we see 2 cars still on the mediums, but with the safety car, the rain will come early, of course, because you take up more time, as we see some comments in the chat from Richie saying, sorry guys, got it, I'm an idiot, hit the ERS too early. Yeah, then you get too much power onto the back of, too much wheel spin, I think, maybe out of the corner, and it's a long, yeah, it's a long corner. I'm not sure which corner that it is. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7
Yeah, and on
maybe.
those hards you have to be so careful.
Yeah. But we got Bagger flying high for the Ferrari boys. Oh, he is going into the pits again. Maybe tries to get rid of the 5-second penalty. Just lose out 4 positions, but you don't lose out on time, so I think it's a smart decision actually. Your Aston Martin car DNF, so I'm not for the all gears. It's well, Ferrari did DNF as well, but no Aston Martin's in the running anymore.
No, and that's a little bit disappointing for me, obviously being a part of Aston Martin.
Yeah. As we see, I see Rodzilla asking what happened to Flying by Val. Maybe you can get some sort of explanation on what happened, because I couldn't get a view on it. I was following the leaders. We'll have a quick look at the standings. Not sure. I don't think there will have been press room questions. No. So we will just get a quick view on the standings right now. As we see in the mid-gear, we see Williams leading as a team, and Alfa Romeo and Alpine are both on 49 points. No, 94. I have to correct myself there. And AlphaTauri on 96 and Ferrari on 88. So these guys, 8 points is the difference. And with AlphaTauri only with 1 car, Ferrari with 1 and Williams with 1, and Alfa Romeo and Alpine both with 2. Same for Mercedes and Red Bull. We could see some changes there.
And it could be helpful for McLaren this time out as well.
Yeah, we got safety car in this lap. And if we look at the standings from the drivers real quick, as we see, Laura and Boris are not far off, and with Mirko not racing tonight, they could jump both of them. And Rodzilla will keep us updated on what exactly happened with Flying Boy Val. So
I assume it must have been contact coming out from where he crashed. It was the 3rd corner, so
yeah, it looks like he lost his left front tire and he went straight on. So maybe got touched and hit the side. But it looks like
I saw him hit the barrier, but I didn't see what led to that. But we're back racing again here.
Yeah, Eco got a great restart. Always Rick got a penalty, and I'm not sure what he did. Maybe cut the corner. Eco
now for Equal, he'll be hoping he can pull a gap here, because obviously there's people with fresher mediums behind Rauchans.
No DRS just yet in this lap, so as we see, I think it was an Alpine going a bit wide there on the hards. I hope they've warmed up the hards, because on the safety car conditions, the safety car is so slow. Oh, we got Deck trying to overtake, maybe? No.
RPM backers having a look at Huss here. He's going up the inside. That looks complete to me.
Great job from him, moving positions with the new mediums.
Obviously Huss is still on those older hards, so
yeah,
he's just going to have to manage those tyres.
Equal and Rauchins are childhood friends. Definitely restart. Maybe Rauchins tries to defend his old friend, but Dak already got past him. And maybe even Master will follow soon, so it did help for the restart. Oh, Evil Master, watch out, mate. Oh. That's a bit of a dive.
Yeah, there was hitting tyres with each other there, and it's helped Yarmeens get through.
I'm not a steward, so I won't make it, but that looked like a bit of a dive bomb there. I'm just giving a quick look if some got damage from it. Doesn't look like someone got damage, so maybe that's a bit of a positive for both of them. But Rauchens is losing
Boris
some
is
positions.
really closing up on him here, even on the hards.
Oh yeah, oh watch out. Oh, he's already side by side.
And he'll have the inside line. He should have that one done.
Outbreaking, yep. There we go. Watch out, don't hit the back. Rauchens on his old mediums compared to the new ones is losing out quite a bit.
We're going to end up with another DRS train here. Again, it's been...
Yeah, and
it's
even
very
more
tight
cars
behind Boris. Boris has just dropped a bit to the front four, but yeah, behind that they're all very close to each other.
Rauchens letting Shix past, and Rauchens is losing a lot of time actually. As we see Rick, and it's starting to get really cloudy suddenly out of nowhere. I don't know what happened, but
yeah, it has got very dark there.
Oh, Rick, watch out for your front wing, mate. Oh, Marco, trying on the
Rick's got to be patient.
inside.
He's obviously got much fresher tyres, and he's on the softs compared to the mediums of Rauchens.
Yeah,
He looks like he'll have a look into the first corner here.
there he goes. Yeah, got him, and as we see Marco, maybe. Oh, watch out for the slip seamers who got a quick look at the front. We got another DRS save from the top 4 on both all mediums.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because obviously they've had to put the mediums on quite early here. So Boris and Shigs could be in a very good position on their hards towards the end of the race if the rain holds off. But obviously it's looking pretty grim at the moment.
Yeah. We see on the weather. I'm not sure where we are exactly, but looks like light rain is expected for 70%, so just need to keep an eye out if we see any rain droplets on the track. Oh,
Yeah.
deck spun!
Oh,
I caught it on I was
got to be
following
careful
him.
coming back on.
Oh, mate, watch out.
Ooh.
Almost hit Rick and Marco, I think it is.
Yeah,
And
some
watch out
quick
for
reactions from the guys behind.
Yeah, so we can see him trying to move on the inside of Bakker. No, both Red Bulls P13 and 14. Rauchens is in the pits. Quite early for 9 laps old mediums.
Is it
Maybe.
me or is it raining? I'm watching on board with Evil Master and it looks like there's spots of rain.
Yeah, I see some rain as well on board with Bakker. So, is the rain coming? Did Rauchens going to the hards, knowing it's going to rain? Maybe he didn't know, of course. Could be a possibility, but
Yeah, and I think obviously as the track gets slippier, if people are trying to stay out longer, always Rick is on the best tyre to get heat into it on a soft. So he might be able to make up some positions as people start to really struggle with grip. It depends how wet the track gets, really.
But it looks
and
like
the curbs could get dangerous.
Oh, definitely, and it looks like it's starting to rain even more right now. And if you miss the pit exit, and you or the pit entry, and you have to go another lap, and the rain will get worse.
And I tell you what, this safety car and the rain factor has really brought wow into this race. Obviously, it's leading now, but from kind
I see
of mid-table.
I see some cars struggling with grip at the moment. I think I saw even Master running wide as well. So, do we see some people try something different and go early onto the inters, or will they pick a moment? It will definitely be slippery.
With the inters, because you'd never know if it's going to be you're just going to burn the inters out. So it's a real challenge knowing when's the perfect time to switch on them, and whoever gets the switch right, you know, that could be the game changer here.
Yeah, and you need to look in the factor that will the rain stay long enough that you don't have to pit 2 laps later again, when the others didn't, and you didn't lose, you will lose maybe some time. So, but it will definitely get more slippery. So,
yeah, it's a real tough race to manage at the moment.
but it is interesting to commentate at the moment. So,
yeah, it makes it very exciting, and I think Equal will be absolutely loving the turn of events that have happened. Cause I think he was down in 8th or 9th before.
Yeah, he started on the medium, so he was outside of the top 10. So, considering that, he's doing really well. As we see, Evil Master, and Evil Master spun.
Contact. Luckily,
There was
he's
a
gone to the
contact,
outside, so everyone's got past.
Watch out, watch out. Oh, deck hit him. Oh my. What happened there?
There's unfortunately a few unsafe rejoins in the last few laps. I mean, Deck
yeah,
was
that
one
wasn't
of
the
them in the first
cleanest
place,
rejoin.
and then Evil then.
But it is
so
a
do
safety
people
car.
gamble under the safety car for the Inters? Because obviously they're not going to be.
We follow Equal. He's the
track's not going to get
first.
much temperature.
No, he goes to the hards. So, do we see? Yeah, we see some cars on the Inters. I see one of the Mercedes going on the Inters. I see Rick going on the into the Inters. Kron on the Inters. Lar on the Inters. Did Equal make the right choice? That's the question. Because of
especially he'll be on the slower of the dry compounds. You know, if the rain's coming, would it be good to get on the softs and have a good few laps if you're going to go dry? I think the Inter lads might have made a really good choice here. Because we might have 2-3 laps behind the safety car, so it might be really greasy after that.
Yeah, and if the rain has calmed down after 4 minutes or stop, you could be in trouble if you are on the Inters right now. But then, yeah, Evil Master was complimenting him earlier, but that wasn't the best move. Diving on the inside of that corner and then also causing a crash isn't something you would want to have on your name, I think.
Yeah, a really messy corner for him there. And it sounds like Rosilla in the chat is really enjoying the race.
Yeah, it is a crazy race actually, because we got a lot of strategies. We see some guys and always Rick has DNF'd. Oh no, what's happened?
Oh,
he did not drop it on.
It's at the end of the straight.
Yeah, but I see some damage all over the place. Did he hit the back of someone?
I mean,
the safety car. What is happening? Yeah. Unbelievable.
He's right towards the braking zone of the straight, isn't he?
I'll have a quick look if I got if someone caught damage at the back. No. Maybe we need to get some explanation from Rick on what happened. Because I'm not sure. I see a lot of crashes
behind the safety car. Yeah, you never expect to see a crash behind a safety car, and then it leaves a lot of mystery around what's actually happening.
Same with Morrow, he crashed on the safety car as well, and maybe it could be that he lost control because of the intermediates. I'm not sure actually. But disappointing result because he was looking very strong.
Yeah.
In all of that actually, Shack Attack is moving up some places, but he is not on those. Oh, severe collision under the safety car.
With Becker.
Did they both get a penalty?
Yeah, if the Inter guys are possibly struggling even on the slow running.
Only Kron received a penalty, but he was in front. No, yeah. So I'm not exactly sure.
Obviously going to get quite wet here, but it doesn't look quite wet enough yet. They could. I think the Inter runners be really hoping that there's at least 2 more laps behind the safety car, and maybe it gets wet enough.
Yeah. If you look on the onboard, you see some. I think it's rain particles on the track, so it must be very slippery. But exciting to see what's happening.
Yeah.
Because if the safety car...
Evil Master.
Evil Master dropped it, and he is on the dry tires. Watch out. Oh, there's some messy.
So maybe we come into that crossover point where
yeah,
it really is tough to know which tyre to be on. It's a toss-up now between them.
Haas on the mediums followed in between the... If I was Haas, I would have just taken a gamble because I was in last place and just go into the Inters, and if I see some in front it as well, I can always switch with them. So
And
there's only 12 runners left.
Rick's very frustrated with himself and trying to find out what exactly happened to
Yeah,
him
I
behind the
see.
safety car there.
Evil's back. Westy isn't very happy with him. Safety car in this lap, so it will be exciting. It is still raining actually. On those hard tires, will they survive? But otherwise, Laura and Kron could be in for some great results. Same for Bakker actually. Half the grid is gonna be a pistol behind, yeah. But my question is, will they? Because surely, if it's raining this much and the rain will continue for some minutes, you can't try and stick it out on the dry tires.
Yeah, and I just can't help but think Equal had got the kind of golden ticket for a moment,
Yeah.
and then pitting on the hards seems like it might come back to bite him.
What I think, maybe he didn't move these tires to the intermediate tires, and if that happens, it's a shame, of course. But
Yeah,
we'll see a safety car restart on the wet track with dry and wet runners. Bit of coffee
and they're
going
very
on.
tentative into the first corner there. Definitely struggling for grip.
So we need to look on board with Lar, maybe if we can try and see if the medium... But Kron is losing out. No, they're side by side actually. Oh, I see, I think it's Marco going off. So they are struggling.
Yeah, it's looking really wet now, and I think this is going to start to favour the inter runners. I think the dry runners are going to have to pit. The curves are looking very dangerous.
You see how much time everyone is gaining. The intermediate cars are gaining on the dries. It's unbelievable. I see Marco going. They're all missing the braking point. It's unbelievable. The grip from those inters compared to the dries is very big. This first few laps is going to be a madness. Yeah, definitely.
And Kron is in a very nice position here.
Oh, that long right hander, if you look on board with some cars, they're sliding all over the place. It's unbelievable. As we see, Evil Master trying over
on the curve a bit there as well. Looked a bit hairy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll be pitting at the end of this lap. It's looking really bad out there.
Yeah, Means is continuing. Same for Boris and Shik. So interesting. All of the dry runners are continuing.
Unless they're being told that it will dry, and they're just going to have to go through this tough phase.
Yeah, but oh, Alfa Romeo almost lost it in the back. But you see Equal, he's just standing, he's no traction out of the corner, he's getting overtaken by Bakker right now. Evilmaster looks like he has more pace compared to the other driver.
And Kron is having a look at all of them here.
Kron is on the inside. Oh, mate.
And tapped.
That wasn't very clean.
No.
He just caught on the
left
inside.
A bit more room.
Yeah. The front three runners have so much more grip than Shaq and Marco, it seems like, or they're not really struggling. They're actually gaining.
And I think Bakker will be hoping he can just get past Evil Master as quick as possible here.
Yeah. Watch out,
making
mate.
those inters count.
Yeah, oh, so Evil Master locked up his left front.
Yeah, you can't compete in the braking zone on the dry tyres.
Yeah, look at Bakker. He just drive past.
Oh my god,
like
he's
it's nothing.
past.
Yeah. Routen's got a penalty. Oh, watch out, don't touch him. Yep. He has so much more grip. But he's currently... He will get a race ban at this point, yeah.
I mean, it's some excellent driving up front. These guys obviously opened up a 5-second gap. And they're running on mediums and hards, so they haven't even got the...
Yeah.
They're tough enough as it is, and on the wet track. Oh, and Yarmin's pits, Boris carries on, and Shigs follows him.
Ooh.
So Yarmin's... I don't know whether he's... Will he be getting straight off the inters? I imagine he will.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, he must be... Yeah, no... He... Yeah,
Still, he's coming in now. Yeah, inters. It's now... We'll have 5 runners on the inside.
We see Laura on the inside. with next to Evil. Evil, watch out, mate. Oh, Evil spun. I just got. Oh, and
Oh,
he's DNF'd. Rauchens hit him.
and will that be another safety car?
Kron overtaking him, and we see Haas overtaking him. No safety car at the moment. That's a bit of a stupid move, actually.
I think Boris and Shigs will be hoping it will be a safety car, but it's not going
Wow.
to be.
No, Haas. You see, you need to look at Haas. His tires. He's just struggling, and we see
And
Bakker going
Bakker
into.
is,
Yeah,
yes, he's timed it beautifully this race,
the track is
and it's
so
going to be
wet.
hard to beat him.
The track is so wet. The guys on the drive made it terrible. Not terrible. They didn't make the look at Marco and Shaq. They're just losing. Shaq, they're losing out. They don't have the grip. As we see Boris already being overtaken, he's completely lost. He's losing already 2 seconds. So if Becker can really, if you look at the gap, he almost got 10 seconds to the next intermediate car. If he can keep that going, he could going over a win. Yeah, if no safety car comes out. So Boris has no grip.
Bakker seems to have got those
They're
inters fired
continuing.
up quicker than anyone else. They're continuing. So,
Wow.
I
Not
mean,
sure
it's
about
like
that
watching them
decision.
drive on ice at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, surely the weather's clearing up if they're continuing. I can't see any other reason why they would.
Yeah. But the difficult part is,
But will this also damage their tyres? Because obviously they'll be sliding around a lot.
yeah, it's very difficult to follow what is actually happening because we got a lot of different strategies going on, and it's
Yeah, and because
right.
of that, the gaps are starting to form throughout the field. I mean, Kron and Lau are battling, but they're the only two
Yeah.
drivers that are on the same strategy really together, other than Shigs and Boris. But I don't think they'll be able to really overtake on those hards at the moment. They'll just be trying to keep it on track.
The traction is terrible from some cars. It's unbelievable. I think another driver will DNF who's on dry tires at the moment because if you put the pressure, you put the power down too early, you will just slide all over the place, or at least spin. Rauchens is in a good position as well. There he goes.
I mean, Bakker's now built up a 10-second lead to the guys behind.
Yeah, in just 1 or 2 laps. It's 1.5 lap actually, I think it is.
I mean, even if it does dry up by the pace advantage he's got, he'd be able to pit and come out ahead of them as well, the rate he's going.
Yeah, Kron overtaking Shix. Do we see Boris going in? No. Shix as well. What are they trying to do? They must have
Well,
some sort of
Shigs and
information.
Boris are also next to each other in the championship.
Yeah,
So are they?
waiting for each
They'll
other.
just do whatever the other one
Yeah.
does. Don't want to make
if
a
you don't-
mistake that way.
If you don't DNF, you still get points because your top 15 will get points. But Becker's lead is 12 seconds. And now we got Kron overtaking. So Kron needs to get down 12 seconds in 9 or 8 laps. It's unbelievable.
And obviously, Kron and Bakker have got the 5-second penalties for the incident they had together.
Did
So
Becker actually...
if-
Oh wait, moment, I got some... Need to look
Or
at
was it
the...
Bakker that had it with him, or was that
Yeah,
still?
yeah.
Oh, Boris has lost the back end a bit there,
Yeah,
and Lau's through. So now we've got the front runners on the same strategies.
so interesting to see what they will... We got both Kron and Becker on a 5-second penalty, and Lar got 0 penalty, so... Interesting to see, because if Lar can get into the 5-second gap of Becker at the end, he will win if you don't get another penalty.
And it's a shame for Equal, who's now in last of the runners after really benefiting from the safety car earlier on. Just unfortunately made the wrong decision in the pit stop.
Yeah, Boris, but I don't. On the test system, it tells us it's just light rain, but to me it doesn't look like light rain. But
No, the track looks just so greasy.
DRS
Looks like it's got
enabled
no grip.
again. That's
Oh, so
interesting.
maybe there will be a dry line in the next few laps.
As we see,
So,
your
so
means
now the
going in.
runners ahead really need to get a move on to buy themselves a pit stop because they won't want to be running those inters when it dries.
But we see your means going in. He was on 2 lap old inters. Does he take the gamble and go into dries? He is.
He's going on to mediums.
I'm not sure if that's the right. He could have waited one more lap because DRS enabled doesn't automatically mean you will have a dry track. But because I've had some races where DRS was on, but it still was raining quite a lot. So if you look on board, it is still raining, but very lightly. So the track will dry up pretty quickly, I think. And even if the sun comes out, it definitely will.
I reckon
So
we could be looking in a couple of laps. We could start to see a dry line here. I think for Bakker, he could effectively pit and get some softs on and be very punchy at the end.
yeah, I was thinking
think
of
it's a
that
bit
as well.
tougher for Kron and Lau because they're not too far ahead of Boris and Shigs.
Yeah, if they pit again and the others don't, they will lose on a massive amount of time.
And Bakker is pitting. It's
He
almost
is.
like he's listening to us.
Yeah, it looks. Oh, you see sun. I see sun, and it stopped raining. So I think he made the right decision. But when we see Kron following him, we
The third
will.
sector is looking
Yeah.
a lot drier,
No,
isn't it?
on my screen it's a dry line. I'm not sure what happened there, but the rain just completely disappeared. Maybe they got some internal track warming. But that means that Boris. There we go. Boris is back into the lead.
This is where it's going to be interesting with the guys on the inters trying to chase them down because obviously their hards are going to be slower anyway and very, very worn.
Yeah, but looking at that, even I want to look at what's happening out of the pits. We see Bakker in P4. Shix and Boris are championship rivals. They have both have continued on, and they're still 1.6 of a gap behind each other. So we got Bakker close behind, but Bakker doesn't have his 5-second penalty anymore. That's why maybe he
also
lost.
managed to serve it.
Yeah. So
and on these softs, he's going to be absolutely flying. Everyone in front of him's got 15-lap-old tyres.
But if you look at Laura and Kron, they have lost out a massive amount of time. But Laura has actually gone to the mediums. And you see Yameen's, he was behind on the inters, quite a gap, and now he's in front of Kron and Laura and Routsen. So I think he made a good decision. And now we see Equal actually in P7. So
it's been a crazy race. The orders just not stopped changing, and obviously Deck and Evil Master were up there, and Flying Boy Val at the start, and 3 of our front 4 are out of the race.
Yeah, I think the complete top 3 is gone. And Bakker actually started 16th, and he's on for maybe even a win. So
yeah, and a shame for Always Rick as well, because he was in a similar position to Bakker, so he could have easily been up there with Bakker now.
Will be fun to see. He got a purple sector. Yeah, he's flying. He closed down the gap from 7 to 4 seconds in 1 lap.
Yeah, he's flying, and he should look like he might get an extra 2 points for fastest lap here as well.
Yeah.
So he could really be cashing in big time.
And someone who has gone quite under the radar is Haas. He is in P4.
Yeah, and he was obviously, he was 25 seconds behind everyone at one point from that early incident, so great recovery from him.
Even on the wet dry track he was a bit down the order, so to see him back in P4 is...
And it's close with the guys behind him as well. It's quite strange to see it so spread out now after having about 12 cars running in a DRS train at the start of the race.
You see Kron
really
overtaking.
Has kept changing. Kron passed, yeah. These soft runners have really got the pace now, haven't they?
Yeah, Haas has an advantage on the tires because he's 9 lap old mediums compared to the 16 lap old mediums, and Equal is. So if he can, in those 5-6 laps remaining, if he can continue to keep a gap to Kron, who's the first on the softs, he could be on for a great result.
Yeah, he'll definitely be hoping, I think, that he can get up to somewhere like 5th from where he is now.
I will definitely ask.
Guys,
Yeah, there we go. Becker is really pushing it. He is already in. I think Boris has a 6 second.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so. Oh, but Kron has a fast lap, but I think.
And I wonder if he picked up some warnings during the wet weather as well there, because it looks like he was struggling with the back end, as everyone was.
If you can have a quick look at the warnings, I think it says Boris has 7 warnings, so he can still get 1 warning without a penalty. Shix is on 2 warnings, so he needs to watch out. As Haas picks up a penalty, that's a bit of a shame. That could lose him out some positions. Wow.
Yeah, it's not great times for Huss there. Obviously having a great recovery, and Shaq's got past Marco, so that will help Huss. A bit of contact, very close racing there, and Marco's back ahead, but really draining his ERS, as is Shaq. They both nearly
side by side,
nothing left,
just in front.
And that's really helped Huss. He's just took about 8 attempts out of them through that sector.
And we didn't notice, but Equa is actually close behind as well, so he could, and he has a lot of fresher tires. So maybe his hard strategy is working out. If it really works out, I'm actually really surprised. Yeah,
it could pay off still. And Bakker is now within DRS range of Shigs up front.
Yeah. Actually, I think Becker, I was just telling, Becker has only 1 warning, so he's fine, but the sun is completely out. Just change the weather. We're just looking down, and the next moment we got clear sun. Becker has made 4 stops in this race, compared to the 1 stop of Boris and Shix.
And here's Bakker on the run.
Yeah. Shix don't take him out. Yep, there we go.
And effectively that's the race lead for him, because of Boris's penalties.
Oh, Equa is overtaking. Equa is actually moving up a lot of positions. He could be on for P4. If he overtakes Shaq, of course, but...
It's been a really roller coaster race for his strategy, but he looks like he might be able to make it work in the end.
We see Kron and Marco are also close behind. Lars actually lost out a big time by not pitting onto the softs. It's Marco and Shaq Shori close to a puncture. We'll have a quick look at that. The tire wear, if you can see damage, I think it is.
It looks like Shigs is just trying to keep in Bakker's DRS so he doesn't lose Boris.
Yeah, Shaq has 52% and Marco has 58% and Boris is 52 as well on the front left. So, but Becker, his tires is almost at 30%, so he needs to watch out. But I'm quite certain that he, for those next 3 laps, he will go to the end, of course, and looking for a win.
Yeah, and Kron's very close here, and he's got past Marco.
No,
but also
he picks
up a penalty.
Yeah. So he will lose out to your means, maybe even Marco again.
Yeah, so he's going to really need to push on now if he's going to keep the higher finish.
It looks like Shix maybe was trying to follow back in the DRS to get close to Boris, but yeah, it doesn't matter at the end because Boris still has his penalties. Shaq picks up a penalty as well. Equa will actually gain 2 positions because he will be in P4. I'm not sure how his strategy worked, but
and Yarmeens is right behind Marco. Marco's looking like he's struggling on those tyres a bit, getting a bit out of his shape in the high speed corner, and Yarmeens has got past him.
They're almost on 20 lap old mediums. That's really long. It's almost from the beginning of the race, from the first safety car.
So of course, Yarmeens was the other one of the top 4. So the people who started in top four, it just hasn't worked out for them today.
Yeah.
And the people that started at the back, it's worked out more so for.
So the strategy with the weather, of course, was really important this race.
Yeah, and I think we had 2 or 3 safety cars, it's really kind of changed the order around a lot, and obviously quite a few DNFs in the changing conditions.
Yeah, as we see Bakker going for the overtake with the DRS, and he goes into P1.
And a great race for him. He's just timed everything perfectly this time.
Yeah, I will definitely want to ask him some questions. I think Boris and Six will get P2 and 3. It looks like. So I really want to ask how slippery or how difficult it was to stay out on track. As Equa was overtaking him, Shaq is losing out a big time. So you see Kron trying to overtake around the outside.
Yeah, and Yarmin's... the guys in front of him have got penalties, so he could make some positions back that way.
Kron is actually moving over a bit of places, but I think it's a bit too late now because he still has a penalty.
And Equal, within 3 seconds of Huss, if he can maintain that...
It's unbelievable. It's P4.
Yeah, it would have really paid off. But also, got to say, great recovery from Huss, because it was not going his way after the first lap.
Oh, Shaq speeding in the pit lane. There's the pits again, so his
tyres have gone then.
Yeah, he gave up a lot of position, so... but I don't get it. It's the last lap. Just maybe try to stick it out. Yeah, Richie telling us we need it for the team, and I'd agree with that. Good points for Ferrari, of course, so I'm happy with that. Can't be too biased.
Yeah, very strange that he didn't just try and stick that out for the last lap, because he can't get the fastest lap either here, with it being the last lap.
No, and he loses a lot of points. He surely was ahead of at least Rauchens, or...
Yeah.
So, not sure what's... Oh, he had to box. He did medium. Oh, yeah, alright. Yeah, then you had to box.
Kron is making a move on his teammate.
Yeah.
Just getting it done.
As you see, Equal Equal needs to watch out for Yamins actually, because they both don't have penalties, but still.
Whether there's a bit of team orders going on here and he's going to try and slow him down to allow Kron to open up a gap, but I think it'll be a little too late.
So we will go back to the leader, who has started P16, had a difficult race last week. Shaka got another penalty. Missed out on the second race, but there he is. He will cross the line in P1 and win his first race in mid-gear of round 4. As we see Six going into P2. Great result from him, and he will be leading the championship after this round. We see Boris in P3. Great result from both of them, considering they have gone 22 laps on the hards, even in those difficult conditions. We see Yamins has overtaken Nico just on the line, I think. So great recovery from him to P4. Because I think he was in P9 like 2 laps ago. So
yeah.
Eco P5, Haas still P6, Kron in P7, Lar P8, and I'm not sure what the rest is. So if you could...
I mean, the grid gave no clue as to what the race finish would be there.
Yeah, I wanted to try and give a prediction at the beginning, but I wouldn't have predicted this. This is unbelievable. I think you need to look at the switching in positions at the end, and you could see how much position change there have been this race, because I think Boris and Shix started down at least outside of the top 5, I think it was, so all great results from them. If you can try to get really into the party, race. Maybe for the questions, of course. Yeah, it was a great race actually. As we will have a look at the results again. As we see our Ferrari driver winning the race.
Sorry, slight wrong button press there.
No problem. As we see, Bakker, he did actually get the fastest lap, so he will get extra points. As we see Shix in P2, Boris in P3, followed by Yamins in P4, Equal in P5, Haas P6, Kron P7, Lor P8, Marco in P9, Rouchens in P10, Shek finishing P11 with the DNFs from Evil Master, Always Rick, Deck, Mauro, Flymorval and Richie. So we got some big names DNFing both McLarens. And a great result from the top cars as we see the final results, and we will go to the screen and try to see if we can get some invites in. Some I think someone joined us, but I'm not sure.
I think we've got Boris and Becker. Also invited Shigs. So
yeah, so we'll yeah, there we go, Boris.
Hello.
Hello. So we will. I think Becker is in as well, right?
Yeah, I'm here, guys.
Okay. So yeah, mate, you won the race.
That was incredible, wasn't it?
Unbelievable. Why we were telling each other like we couldn't predict this outcome of in the beginning of this of the race, because the weather. I think it played out very well for you.
Yeah, it definitely did. Because, of course, my teammate Richie. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened to him, but I lost him in the beginning of the race. And we were in contact, of course, and we decided both to at least try the medium soft strategy. Then my lap wasn't the best at my mediums, and for my second stint I got stuck in the pit because Richie just got back into the box. So I couldn't get my second stint, so we were races on the grid, and we decided both to go for the hards because we knew the rain was coming after 30 minutes. And we wanted to take the gamble on the hards and then maybe go for a one stop to the this. Hoped for. Like I said, out of nowhere I lost Richie. Don't know what happened. Don't see that a lot.
Yeah, I think Richie lost it out of the turn 7. I think it was early at the beginning and crashed. Got it in the background, but what was your reaction?
We were at the back, of course, lap 1, and that was happening a lot. So yeah, I don't know if someone collected him or he just lost it himself. But I also noticed that it was happening a lot.
What was your reaction when you saw you were like 12 seconds, 15 seconds ahead on the intermediates, and you got a free pit stop and then, or free pit stop, you got a pit stop and then?
I panicked at first because I got that 5 seconds. Behind the safety car. The first I got 5 seconds twice for speeding and for the collision with Kron. The first one was actually quite funny because I wanted to enter the pits, and instead of my pit limiter I pressed the ERS button. So I speeded into the pit lane, and luckily the safety car stayed out another lap, so I chose to give up 3 positions and serve my 5 seconds straight away. And the second one I got from Kron behind the safety car when we were on the Inters already. I don't know exactly what happened, but somehow he collected me.
Oh yeah.
And so I was a little bit afraid when it started to dry up, and I noticed there was 7 laps left. So I went in again for softs because I had new softs, of course. And I knew I was safe for P3 at least, but I was afraid I would lose out many more positions because of those 5 seconds. But it came all good at the end, and I didn't even know the soft pace was that much better than the hards. Of course, they were on old hards, but
yeah. Well, I do have one last question though. Did you see Rick crash onto the safety car? What happened? Did you see it?
Yeah, I noticed he crashed under the safety car. Of course, I was in a party with him. And,
I want to know his reaction. What did he say?
I am so stupid. That's what he would say.
Did he crash on his own?
He applied too much throttle, and we already told him to be careful because he went to the Inters as well.
Yeah.
And conditions were not for the Inters at all when we chose them. So the full throttle was not possible at all, and he did the full throttle on the straight and lost it.
Yeah, we thought he had maybe hit the back of something because it wasn't on the straight, but that's not the problem.
No, he did too much throttle on the Inters on a dry track.
Yeah. So I don't know if Jones has another question for you, but
No, just well done, really. I think you just managed to time everything well, and must have been quite a crazy race to get in that position from where you started.
Yeah, absolutely it was. And I didn't even know I was going to end up that far because I noticed I was in the right spot when I saw Loud, only one car between me and Loud, and I knew Loud was up at the front a bit. So I was already happy. I thought I was taking P4, P5.
Yeah, it was hard to keep track of. It seemed like the positions were constantly changing, so no predictions were possible in that one.
No, it was a big gamble for everyone on track, and I'm glad I took the right one.
Yeah, congratulations again on your first win in mid-gear.
Yeah, thank you.
And then we move into...
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem. As we will go into, I think it's P3, Boris is here.
Yeah, hello.
So tell us, you went to the Haas on the first safety car. Did you, right? Yeah. How was it out there with the grip when it was raining really hard?
Yeah, it was very interesting, to say the least. It was very challenging, and I really don't know what to say. I was sure I'm staying on those hards till the end. And I even talked to my teammate, to Marco, should we pit or not, and the best option was to stay out, and it was a good option, but it was old hards at the last 5 laps, and with new softs against backer, there's no chance really. I was at 60 something maybe % on the hards, so there's nothing to do there. 2 seconds per lap. Softs are faster here, and I got no grip and old tires, and that's it. But I'm happy with P3. I think I made the right choice not to pit, then to not get involved in the crowd, in the mix, and stay up front and just race my race. And well, I'm happy about everything. I didn't have a touch from anybody today. Hopefully I didn't endanger anybody else, and it was all clean for me. Unlike for my teammate, who has a lot to say about many people, but he will probably choose not to do that, so I'll leave it to him.
We'll see the reports.
Yeah, GG's for Schicks and Bakker for the win, and that's it for me.
Yeah, great result today, so...
Yep.
As we see, I think you made a good jump in the championship as well, so looking forward to see. You are actually, no, if you look closer, you are in first place, so... no, there's a mistake. 6 points are not counting, so, but at least you're very close behind him, so looking forward to see the battle.
6 points not count? Why are they not counting?
I think 6 has just right now put it on his test, so it's just says he has 35 points with he scored this race, but that's not correct because he has more, so that's why. But still very close still very much into the championship battle, so looking forward to see that next week.
Yeah, it's still early days, everything can happen. Yeah. There's 40 points for the win, and one DNF can change everything, and somebody else is in the mix for top 3 and for the win, and you won't know until the last race, I presume. But a good race. Thanks everybody, I have to go. Goodbye, good night.
Cheers,
see you, Boris. Congrats, mate.
Thanks, you too, mate.
So we will finish it off tonight. We had a great race, and from what I saw, I think Jones can agree on that.
Yeah, for sure. Crazy race.
Yeah, crazy. And definitely shows that mid-gear is a competition you need to watch every week. And speaking about that, we will be back next week for Imola, I think Italy. Not sure, need to... if Becker can give me a bit of a...
yeah, we are in Imola next week.
In Imola, just the last race before the 2-week Christmas break. And we will be back in Imola to see if this championship can even go crazier than it already is. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I see still some people watching us very late after all those interviews. So good night, and See you all next week. Goodbye.